Accepting the Gift of Slavery. August 31, 2007. Originally written by Bernard Poulman on the forum on August 31, 2007, at 12:37 a.m. A fascinating realization. Within the depths of forgiveness, I discovered something profound, something I believe is worth sharing with all of mankind. In every challenge we face, there lies a hidden gift. I call this the gift of reversal. The key is to take our experiences, no matter how difficult, and see how they have assisted us in becoming more aware, more specific in our understanding. Look at what you have become an expert in not accepting, not only for yourself but for all life. Then, take what appears as unacceptable and search within yourself. How has this experience shaped you? How can you transform this event into something that allows you to grow? Within every hardship, there is a gift waiting to be uncovered, a gift that becomes the essence of your inner strength. And once you recognize this, you must live it practically, in a way that assists others in discovering their own life essence. A journey through forgiveness and self-honesty. Years ago, I found forgiveness. And in that moment of deep realization, I discovered the essence of self-honesty, how it alone can set us free. I was married to a deep trance medium at the time, and then, unexpectedly, I received a visit from the guides of the Great White Light. They brought with them many gifts, beautifully wrapped in mystical significance. Each gift came in a pattern. Every 3 weeks, a new one arrived. The gifts of the Great White Light. 1. The Wolf, the gift of focus and insight. The first gift was that of the wolf, the ability to see directly and lead with focus. The name of this wolf was leader of the pack, and I was told I had earned this through lifetimes of experience. My task was to practice and become it. 2. The bear, the gift of strength and gentleness. 3 weeks later, they returned. This time, I received the gift of the bear, strength balanced with gentleness. I was told, the same paw that a bear uses to gently care for its offspring can strike with a fatal blow. Such is the balance of power and responsibility. The bear's name was Big Bear of the Woods. Again, I was told I had earned it through lifetimes, and I must integrate this wisdom. 3. The Mountain Man, the gift of patience and perseverance. 3 weeks later, they returned again. This time, I received the gift of patience and perseverance, symbolized by the mountain man. Just as the mountain man must search among the rocks with patience and persistence to find his food, so too must I practice perseverance in my journey. Again, the same words, a gift from the Great White Light. 4. Cloud Dancer, the gift of joy. 3 weeks later, they returned. This time, I was given the gift of joy, carried by Cloud Dancer. The joy of the clouds, as they bless the earth with rain, is the joy we must embody in our being. Again, the same words. Again, the same message. I began to wonder. What was I meant to do with these gifts? The repeating pattern. Every 3 weeks, without fail, they returned. Each time, a new gift. The fox, the gift of cunning and strategic planning. The desert snake, the gift of steadfastness and fearlessness. The horse, the gift of power and grace. The orators, the gift of speech and influence. Each time, I was honored. Yet, I was confused. What was I supposed to do with all these gifts? The turning point. Then, something unexpected happened. The beings began returning not to offer new gifts, but to check on my progress. They were demanding that I practice these skills. I began to doubt myself. Had I failed? I believed that in the eyes of God, I must be weak. So, I doubled down on my training. And then, life threw me a devastating challenge. My marriage, where I had first discovered the power of forgiveness, fell apart. My ex-wife told me she had found someone else. I was shattered. I turned to the beings for answers. Why had this happened? They said, she had a choice. I could not comprehend this. How could choice exist where God ordains? The deepest despair. I experienced a nervous breakdown. But still, I trusted that there must be a higher purpose. I practiced forgiveness, relentlessly, hundreds of times a day, until I felt completely clear, unmoved by fear. Then, something strange happened. The guides disappeared. For 3 months, I fell into deep depression. I felt unsupported, alone. Then, one day, something profound occurred. I stood before a whiteboard, writing words, when suddenly, I saw the words come alive in sound. I froze. For over 30 years, I had walked this world never realizing that words were alive, that words carried sound, power, and creation itself. Breaking free from illusions. I sought out psychics. No one could contact the guides. I visited spiritualist churches. No answer. I began studying channeled texts, including Kryon. For a time, it made sense. But something felt off. Then, I encountered indigo children. I thought they would help usher in a new world. But instead, I saw they were deeply damaged, as if God had deliberately ensured their failure. I could not accept this. Why would God not want humanity to awaken? And so, I was alone. No contact with beings. No support from family, who now called me a Satanist for not following the Bible. No success in business, relationships, or even basic functioning in society. Everything I touched collapsed. I began to write. The ultimate realization. Through years of reflection, I finally understood. The gifts were not meant to be given by external forces. They were not bestowed upon me by God. They had always been within me, within every human being. The white light had been an illusion, a deception to keep me enslaved. And so, I made a choice. I would not be enslaved. I deleted the white light and the soul construct in one moment. I realized that who we are, who I am, is who life is. And I will not allow life to be enslaved. The gift of slavery. Slavery taught me freedom. Forgiveness, born from slavery, led me to understand the process of setting oneself free. And I see this gift in every human being. This is why the portal exists. This is why destiny exists. Not as a purpose, but as a reality. This is the gift of self. Never give up on yourself. You are worthy of life itself. And when we stand together, as life, one and equal, we will finally be free.